Hello everyone, welcome, or no handshakes but rather namaste. In this era of coronavirus, for the first time on our new channel of Rowdy Indian, we wanted to talk to you a little bit about how we can be a little bit more safer during these self-quarantine days of coronavirus. Right? I wanted to talk to you a little bit about this. There are a lot of stuff floating around. People say it is airborne. Some people say it can only be spread when you are coughing or sneezing on someone. It can stay on non-living things for up to 24 hours, for up to 5 days. I've heard so many things, right? To be very honest, I even don't know what the reality is. But what I do know for sure is that there are a lot more precautions that we at an individual level can take to make this world a better place, to make it more safer, to kind of protect ourselves. All right, so on that note, I wanted to talk to you about how you should be at least, keeping a good hygiene at your houses, and how to make the best out of this self-quarantine phase that's going on throughout the world. Okay, so I got a couple of Amazon packages. I'm going to show you those in a few minutes. And what we would want to do is we would want to make sure that those packages were kept outside for 24 hours before I got them in my house. Then even in my house, they lied around for about 12 to 15 hours. And in there, how am I gonna open the packages, right? That's what I wanted to show. So I have some of the stuff next to me which I'm gonna use. This is like usual household stuff. I know there might be a little bit of scarcity in the market today, but I have got like some disinfectant wipes, some gloves, a scissor. I also have a hand sanitizer. I have an all-purpose surface cleaner, and I have some like usual napkins which we kind of just use and throw, and I have a face mask as well. So the first and foremost thing that I would ask everybody here is to keep a hand sanitizer always in your pocket. If you really cannot find one in the market, it's very simple to make. Check out, we will in our near future we will show you a video of how to create a hand sanitizer at home, something really simple. But for now, this is just more like opening the packages, right? This is what we want to cater this video to. So for the packages, the best this is actually very important that you have to realize. Anytime you have to step outside the house, think twice. If you have to get some non-essential stuff, something that you can have a workaround with without stepping out of the house, go for that workaround. Don't, your life is much more important at the moment, right? We don't have a cure. There are so many things, there are so many variables at this moment for coronavirus. So I would say, let's say if you need some dishwashing pods, right? Or you have some, let's say, sanitizer, right? Or hand disinfectant wipes, and you got them, you want to get them, kind of stock them up. I would say buy all the stuff online. It's much more safer for you guys. Don't step out, right? The probability of you getting infected or getting in the vicinity of somebody who has coronavirus is significantly high, right? Okay, so we're gonna open the packages. I bought some stuff which has been lying around, but first and foremost thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pour the hand sanitizer on my hand. All right, and keep it here. Actually, these are the two chairs which I keep them as is. All the cleaning stuff has to be there always, right? Just rub your hands, make sure they're good, clean, right? Okay, now next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna wear gloves, right? So I got some latex gloves. These are like kind of my size, but many of these also come in like, standard sizes which fit pretty much everybody. So just use them. Don't be shy of using gloves. I know it might sound a little bit I don't know, cliche or too much of extra precautionary. But because, as I said, there are too many variables out today, so don't take the chances. Once we have the cure, oh, trust me, I'm gonna run out. I mean, I'm also not much of a guy who stays in, but here we have worn those gloves, right? Fit in pretty nicely. And I think I can pretty much do anything. Now my hands are cleaner inside, and at the moment, at least at the moment, they're cleaner outside as well. The next thing that I'm gonna do is wear a mask, right? Masks are supposed to be worn for as much time as you want. I would say, like, I'm based out of Los Angeles, California, where masks, hand sanitizers, even gloves and disinfectant wipes are kind of running out of the market at the moment. We are running out of those stocks. So I would use this mask a couple of times before throwing it away. But some people would say that, you know, only N90 masks are good. I agree. There might be some scientific knowledge behind it, but there's also a famous saying in English, something is better than nothing, right? So save yourself, right? I'm gonna wear this mask just like this, and I'm gonna extend this a little bit. Okay? You make sure that your nose is nicely covered, because majority of your inhaling of the air is kind of coming from your nose, right? Okay. Now, next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna take a disinfectant wipe and we're gonna use it on our packages. Okay? So I'm gonna open. If you don't have it, go and search for Clorox or Good and Clean. Even Lysol has some of these disinfectant wipes. If you don't have it, use something similar. If you guys know, there's something like Swiffer that we use, which have like those wet pads to clean up. Use them, it's fine. These are all disinfectants, right? So we're gonna take this. I'm gonna take one at a time. And if you see, here are my packages. One is an HP monitor, and there are two other packages. What I'm gonna do first and foremost is I'm gonna put it here, right? And I'm gonna place it back on my chair. And the reason is that makes it much more easier for me to clean it. Okay? Alright. Now, I'm gonna clean it. I'm gonna make sure all this is sanitized and from all the places. I'm also gonna move this a little bit. Okay, now some may say this won't suffice, right? And it is true, that's totally fine. Use as many as you want and throw the used ones. If in case you don't have these many wipes, the other workaround is, as I was telling you about, take a very simple napkin that you must be using at houses, right? I have a pretty big one here. Use any, if you want to double it, it's fine. Use any all-purpose cleaner, right? I take the multi-purpose all-surface cleaner, like I have this Method all-purpose naturally derived surface cleaner. It can be good for walls, for my refrigerator, like outside, inside as well, for any of my glasses, the cupboards, the table, cloth covers, everything, right? So just take it here. Just pour some of that in on top of any of those napkins. You can place it back here and just make sure that you again thoroughly clean it. And one of the good reasons for this is, if you're doing both of these things, then technically, let's say each solution has its own capability, right? Like my disinfectant wipe, it had some specific chemical, then the other one had something else. So you see, this I have cleaned. Okay? Now, one other thing, before we actually move further, I'm going to use some of this again. is I'm gonna also clean my chair. And the reason is because one side is like, like this. So all you gotta do is just lean in a little bit, just clean it, just so kind of make it more easier, and that's it. Alright? Simple. So just to reiterate, disinfectant wipes, if they are there, if you have them plenty, if you have really are one of those people who have stocked a lot of those things, use them, it's fine. If not, these multi-purpose cleaners are actually available based on my analysis in the market, so you can always get those. And there are not much of scarcity for these hand paper towels as well. So we throw that in the dustbin, always throw that in the dustbin. Now we can open the package. Alright, so here we are. To open the package, all you gotta do is you take a scissor or you take a knife or a blade and just open it. Okay, now this box I'm not gonna be using much, right? And you know what? The reason why we use this much of cleaning is because I know you guys are self-quarantined, you guys are working really hard to keep yourself clean and safe. Things are really bad outside. But we gotta commend the fact that there are people who are working day and night to get your stuff to your houses in due time, right? And they are trying their best to keep everybody protected, but they are meeting a lot of people. Sometimes they have to get the signatures, right, just to confirm that the package has been received successfully. So they are in the vicinity of a lot of people. They work in these warehouses, which again, as I'm saying, really very commendable work. They work day and night with due diligence. But just to keep yourself and your family safe, these are some of those extra precautions that you gotta take, right? So now, I have some stuff which, again, as I was calling it as non-essential stuff. So I take that Clorox again, and I'm gonna rub it on my item. Now it depends, if you have an electronic item like my monitor, I'm gonna use that something like called a screen cleaner. That's much better. But in here I have my these dishwashing pods. So I'm gonna work with this, and these are pretty good in size, so I have them here. Also make sure that you clean your house regularly, if not daily, then at the least weekly, right? And just place it here. So one is clean. I have second one which is also I'm gonna clean. Alright, and then I also have a third one. I'm also kind of stocking up on a few things, just the usual ones which I am seeing might not get available soon. Okay, there you go. Now, if you want to throw this, you can throw this here or here if you don't plan to use this package at all. My recommendation would be to get this package, this empty package, and throw it back outside, either in your balcony, in your courtyard, or if you're not going to use it, then just throw it like in a dumpster or something. So our packages are cleaned, did a great job. So now what you're going to do is, remember this, you first take this, right, your glove, just take a little bit on it, and then you also take the other one, alright, and make sure that you, because it's from the inside, so you're fine, you just use the same and throw it here. Right? Now all you have got to do You can sit because you've been cleaning this every time. Take the hand sanitizer again and rub it. Good? Good. Now, since you have cleaned your hands, now all you can do is you can take the mask out as well. My way is just like this, and I put it back here, right? You can put it just like that. And that's it, right? Fairly simple. It didn't take that much time. Koi nahi. Just stay safe and thank you very much. Goodbye.